Okay, Jason has already left, and I think... Okay, maybe I should get a call for somebody who is taking my orders and everything into all thoughts. Okay then, let's make a few phone calls and see if there's anything troubles with any of these people, but I got a message from Gary, so maybe I should call him back and see what's he up to now. Okay, here he is. Hey Gary, David here. I know you've spoken to me about about your victims, so I know you killed your victims. I know anybody who had made you feel cursed. Made you feel cursed right now, is it? Well, that's not it, is it? Well, for some reason, Gary, that, it's very, very old stuff. So what is your problem here now, Gary? I heard something else that you may have got a problem with the symptoms, that your priorities, your insurances. So I'm basically looking for it, then I do not know, I didn't mention anything else for my own time. I was just unexpected, but, just want to make him respect, over the past few weeks, so, maybe some other people might want to know. No, listen to me, the only things I have to forgive. If you have your forgiveness, so unforgive me, so I do not have to make everything. If you making me so mad, and then don't make me upset in the balance of power. Otherwise the balance of power might be upset if you keep upsetting them. But your gang's territory doesn't make everything no sense at all, but you have to sentence to death after you've been murdered. Every 2 victims. I don't think you're gonna sentence to death, aren't you? No, because you are a powerful man, you're a good man, you are confident, and I know everything about you, but this is all you need. Since you've got fired by Jefferson, so yeah, so you're not working with him anymore. So you're telling me Detective Brandon has already been replaced you. So he replaces you for no goods. Well, sadly, Gary, but, it's been a long time to see you again. But, but the only things I have to tell, but, I have to make another ways to make an impact of the controlling the impact. It's been impacted for the whole reason, that the reason why I've been taking so long and all of my minds. But, it's not a big deal. But we made a few things already, but it's already been changed for a whole time, Gary. But for some reason, I didn't make any mention that we both been out from some other weeks we can do. But I literally making a few things that I've made, just giving me other componencies. I couldn't give you that any quotations and all that. Well, I bet I need to stop from getting away from this right now, you know what I mean, Gary? No, listen, it's not an honored joke, but it's just an honored situation though, Gary. But the situation has not even changed immediately over the past few years. But the few years ago, I've been here for like other weeks, so I've been working here last several years, so I'm basically getting there for the whole time. Well, you know what, Gary? You know what's gonna happen, right? I'm always want to be older, but I can't just afford with that, you know what I mean? But, maybe you should take care of yourself, you know what I mean? But, forget about me. You know, I have to believe yourself, but, my personal idea is that I needed to make you, I'll have to make a statement, so, let's make a few things that we actually got through in our in intensive treatment. Well, we went to our intensive treatment medical treatment, so we went to the intensive medical treatment, but it's basically IMTs. We got the emergency medical treatment, so I went to the EMTs and asked them to make a phone call, so then they will know what they're doing. So for some reason, Gary, I have to make a statement, so then we'll know it's gonna happening, aren't they? So we know it's gonna happen, and then let's make a few things already. So eventually, I've already spoken to you last time, so let's make a real things faster, and then we'll know what we were doing all the time. So we'll know what is gonna happen, aren't they? So whoever told you that for the whole time? So well mannered. It's been a long time to help people in our minds. So it's it gives me the real hard of a task of risks. But my risks, actually, yeah. So when I came back from England, well, I came back from England last couple of last several years when I came back from England. It's been a long time to see you again. But for some reason, Gary, I have to do my work, do my researching. I'll have to make every step, so then we can make a few. I got the few differences now. You know what I mean? But the only ways I can do it, it's all I need to say is to make everything you need. It's all in. So we'll make another statement. So tell you what, let's just say we can do in our problem. So our problem is to make a difference between them. So let me just say it's there's certain ways we're doing. So I have to stop this from the whole time. So when I came back, so a couple of years that when I been here with spoken to somebody on the phone. So Delton already paid me a debt last few years. So a few years ago he gave me a ticket that it does not comply of any of these resources. But for some reason, and I needed to make another statement. So whether I need to get a job or to get some money, well, I can get a new money. I can get loads of money from the debts. So every people who pays me a debt for 50s or more, so I can make money for good. So I can do my job. So my job is to make every people to pay a debt. So then they'll make an application form, signing. They're gonna write in their application forms or CV or any kind of application form, such as CV or covering letter. So they're about to write in the application form. So their application forms, they can only just make everything they needed. So yes, I have to say, yeah, well, let's make a deal. But Gary, have a lovely day and enjoy your evening. Alright? It's getting darker now anyways, but we'll be back as soon as possible. Okay, I will see you later on. So tell you what, I'll see you tomorrow, but we'll see what happens, and then we'll make another statement later on. Right, Gary? Right. Have a nice day, alright? David out. Okay, I just make another statement. So when will Gary what Gary had to do is to make another debt so I can make more money for business.